I am sincerely hoping that this is one of the last videos that I ever have to do because it is finally time that we are reopening. So I want to give you some information on that so you are prepared as to what will be happening throughout the summer. And it all starts this Sunday, May 2nd, when we begin allowing any church small groups and committees to meet again at church in person. Of course, group leaders will need to contact Julie Labria, our office administrator, to go over logistics and expectations and so forth. The second part, the part that you probably care more about, is that we will open the church sanctuary on Sunday, May 16th at 10 a.m. for worship. And we will be having about 75 people there in person, and I know that the limit was raised to 100. However, in keeping that social distance, our estimates are that about 75 would fit the capacity of the sanctuary. Of course, if we feel like we can add more, we will, to try to get to that 100 number. But that is our, without seeing people in there, that's our best estimate that we can do right now. So, Sunday, May 16th, 10 a.m., about 75 people. We will also be live streaming that service, and then immediately following, that will be put on social media. So if you are a die-hard 11 a.m. worship person, you can watch it at 11 a.m. That will be available via social media. Service guidelines, of course, are you must wear a mask at all times, and you must remain 6 feet apart from one another. Your household must remain 6 feet apart from other households. We will have you enter through the sanctuary doors, and an usher will greet you and then seat you, and everyone will, of course, be sitting together in family units and be spaced out 6 feet apart. At the end of the service, ushers will dismiss you, those sitting on the right side of the sanctuary, through the prayer garden, and on the left side they will assist you exiting towards the Welcome Center through the Welcome Center doors. And as you leave, there will be offering basket or boxes to drop any offering. So here are some of the no's that we hope to be changing soon. First, no bulletins will be handed out at this time. No physical contact with worshipers, like passing of the peace. No lighting of prayer candles. No children's time with Jay. No communion. No receiving line following the worship service. And of course, no food or drink in the facility. But we do invite you to sing quietly if you choose to sing. Again, mask will be worn, but if you really need, that's part of your worship, to sing, we ask that you do that quietly. The last no is we will not be having nursery during this phase. However, we know that kids will be kids, and so we're looking forward to having them in worship, but we're also offering individual children's worship bags that you can ask the usher for and they will give to you upon request. And we are also offering, if you need to leave the sanctuary, we will have some toys and books located outside in the Welcome Center, and the service will be streaming on the TVs in the Welcome Center, so you can continue to watch while your child plays. Other safety measures that will be taking place: the sanctuary and narthex doors will be propped open or held open by an usher, and also to further the air circulation, some windows will be open and some fans will be running. We will have hand sanitizing stations and extra masks near the entrances, and the Welcome Center bathroom will be available for use. The bathrooms are cleaned on Friday prior to the service, and there will be cleaning supplies available at the bathroom entrance for individuals to use at their discretion. How will you attend worship? Well, first, do not come to church if you've been in close contact with someone with COVID-19, or if you've experienced fever, chills, shortness of breath, new cough, or new loss of taste or smell. Now, really, how do you attend worship? 2 Fridays prior to the designated worship service for May 16th. This would be on Friday, May 7th. Sign-ups will go live, and they will be live until Tuesday, and you can sign up via the website, or you can call in and either talk with Julie and I or leave a message on the church machine. So after that Tuesday, I will then select based on a strategy that we've developed through the Ad Council, and you can see in the written document that is on the webpage. I will select those who will be able to attend worship that Sunday, and I will confirm with them that on Wednesday, so look for that. Persons signing up need to be sure they can attend and should not submit a form if it is only a possibility. This is very important. Again, this is very important that anyone interested, regardless of last name, because that will be somewhat of what we will be doing to decide who's coming to church, needs to request a spot if they are able to attend and are interested. This will help us gauge interest in attending in person so that we can adapt accordingly. If the demand is high, then we hope to move to a second service sooner rather than later. So we need to know these numbers. So if you are available to be in worship and you know you can be in worship, please sign up. Of course, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask for volunteers. In order to make this phase go smoothly, we do need volunteers, and they also get a special preference to be in worship. So if you are willing to usher or read scripture, or if you are part of the music program, you will always get that preference for worship, and we do hope you get involved. I do want to note on May 23rd, our confirmands will be getting confirmed, and so we will not have a sign up for that week for May 23rd. So you'll have 1 week of sign-ups and then nothing, and then we'll get started again. That service will be filled with all the family members and such. So moving into phase 2, which will happen on or before July 11th, we will add an additional service, and the service times will change from going. Instead of being at 10 a.m., we will have a 9:30 service in the fellowship hall, an 11 a.m. service in the sanctuary. The 11 a.m. service will be the one that is streamed live and then posted to social media after the recording is done. For phase 2, service guidelines will be reevaluated based on the latest guidelines and recommendations from government and CDC and all that. Also, during the second phase, children's church will be made available for both services for ages 3 through 1st grade. So that will be an option in phase 2 for children's church. And of course, there's more volunteer opportunities because we need children's church volunteers, and this can be 6th grade and older. So if you have youth that would like to get out of the service, there's their option right there. But we also need adults, 18 and older, to be with the children as well. And then we move into phase 3, which will begin in August with Sunday school classes for children and youth being offered in person again. Help this get started sooner rather than later in August by volunteering to either teach weekly or monthly or bi-monthly, which can be twice a month or every other month, or as a substitute. And we really value our children's Christian education, and we value our volunteers as well. So please be a part of that journey, that spiritual journey for our children, and help out with Sunday school. And you might also learn something, who knows. And then on or before Sunday, September 12th, all 3 services will return. Service guidelines, of course, will be reevaluated. And we will also allow sponsored groups to meet indoors again. And sponsored groups, an example of that is our scouts that meet here. So they will be able to meet indoors. Right now they are able to meet outdoors. A few special notes before I close. These phases are created so that we have our ducks in a row. We are human, and we are trying to create the safest and most caring environment for you, and we need to make sure it all goes to plan before we move on to the next thing. So again, thank you for your patience through all of this and your encouragement, and we look forward to seeing you soon.